Hedonist innovation.
Hey everybody, this is Wits from Team Hedonist. I'm the Team Tech and Team Grenader. Wits stands for Weapons Inventor Technology Specialist. And this is, one of my homemade grenade launchers. This is the caulking gun with G36C parts and PVC. Today we're going to be talking about some of the different grenade rounds that are out there, and some of my own. I hear a lot of people nowadays talking about using their airsoft guns as their home defense, in case someone, comes in, or whatever, I'll just shoot them with an airsoft gun. I wouldn't recommend that. Unless you got like some type of special round in there, or it's cranked up to an insanely high FPS, or even RPS to like 80 or 80 RPS will mess someone up. But you'll have to be most likely lugging around a tank with you. Like a SMP, a Polish Star type of thing, and that's just not practical. So I came up with a couple of different M203 designs. This one is it's got like salt in it. Just a bunch of sea salt. I'd imagine if you were to shoot this in someone's face, it won't taste very good. It'll disorientate them. It gets in their eyes or their nose. It's probably gonna burn. I have no idea what this will do to your skin. I haven't tested it yet. I just made it now. It's got a layer of BBs on the bottom, filled with salt, and it's got like tissue stuffed in the top to kind of hold the salt in. This is an ICS grenade. One of their M203 rounds, and that's what's in this one. I will run a video later testing it. I don't know if I want to get shot with it first from like a certain distance, or shoot something like paper or something. But we've got this round too. It's more like a dart type round, and it's got a rudimentary dart. It's a Q-tip cut in half. I'm just testing it. I've got 10 of them in there. 5 of them broken in half and then placed inside. I don't imagine they'll fly very straight at a far distance, but like 10 or 11 or maybe even 13 or 14 feet, that'll have a good grouping. I have shot these out of a regular airsoft gun before. You can just stuff it down the barrel with a dart, and they fly pretty well and straight for the most part. They do lose velocity after a certain distance, but I mean these ICS grenades are powerful. I mean, like, I haven't necessarily had an M203 round that holds as much pressure as these do, and these hold a lot of gas. You've seen me launch my prototype rounds before. I don't yet have these in production, but they're patented right now. But when they do go into production, this is like this will be in competition with the tagging round. Those Milsim tagging rounds are like $40 for like one round, or something like that. And you have to buy the grenade that it comes with because it fits specifically into it. These don't. These just go into the barrel of your gun, and then you put your grenade in it, and then uses the pressure from one of these without BBs in it to launch this. And these will detonate on impact. Now I know tagging rounds are a little cooler. Some of them will bounce for a little while, and they're timed after you shoot them, and then they'll like bounce around and then blow up. And then they do have the ones that detonate on impact. And I named them the birdie round because it looks like the badminton birdies. They play badminton with, so I'm like, let's name it the birdie. So I've got those, and then you've seen me launch the Enola Gaze smoke grenades.
Launch! Alright.
Smoke out!
You are an ingenuitive man.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, a little too far, actually. It's more far than I thought. We gotta arrange that later.
You know, the one day I forget my gas mask for that.
Hey everybody, this is Wits from Team. These will go like 150 feet. That because I did end up measuring it, and that was a lot farther than I thought these would shoot out of one of these. There are other grenades that don't hold as much pressure, but I like these. The birdie rounds will go 200 plus feet. Like I measured it, it was over 200. I think it was 210 feet was the end thing, and they will fly straight and accurate until they detonate. Then we've got Cyclone and its competition, the Tornado. These are pretty nice. They're expensive and they break really easily. I mean, real easy. If like you want to chuck this as light as you can, but hard enough that it'll go off, because these are impact grenades. Which means once it bounces around, it will go off.
Is there someone inside there?
Yeah, someone right inside.
Once it hits something, they are super annoying to reload and super annoying to even take out and throw. They don't come with this little bungee thing. I put that on there because when they give these to you, it comes with a pin. It goes through. It's not like a regular pin either. You have to lock it, which means when you so this is the procedure when you're using one of these. You take it off the little clip it comes with, and it's got a pin that's attached to a like a bungee type of thing that springs back. Some of them don't. The cheaper ones, the single ones, don't come with that. They just come with a pin. That's it. So what you got to do is unlock the pin, pull the pin out, take this bit off, and hold that in your hand. Which means now you're holding a pin and you're holding this in your hand. I don't know what you're gonna do with it. And then it's ready to throw. That's annoying. So I put that on there so it kind of just flops around, and it's worked pretty decent so far. I've already gone through like 4 of these. They break easy. It's usually the bottom cap or the top cap that breaks. So how you want to go about reloading these is even more annoying. You take off the top bit. It's got a spring in there. You got to push that in and lock it towards that end right there. Put it back on. Put your spoon back on. You don't have to. As a matter of fact, I stopped using the spoon and the pin just because it's easier. You take it out and throw it. And I would really have to really smash into something to set this off. So you pop that back on. You got to find the right spot, because you can screw this on wrong, and it will blow up in your hand if you don't screw it on right. So after you reset all that, turn it around, and you unlock this, pull that off. This will be up, sticking up. That's where the gas comes out. You got to push that back down, or oil it. It tells you to oil it after every use. I don't feel it's practical or needed. I will oil it every 3 or 4 throws. Pop that down, gas it, and then load up your BBs. I usually just cup my hand like that, like a little funnel, and just pour BBs in. Other people will use their speed loader, and it takes forever to do that with. Pour it in, give it a little shake. Then the bottom of this is the most annoying part to put back on. You have to push this back up like that, lock it, and then turn it counterclockwise until it's like that. And there's a little nub right there, there's a little pin, and that pin has to fit onto this notch right there. There's only one of them. It's at the end, so you got to literally line it up. And if it's dark out, or you're using goggles with like shades in them, you're doing it by feel at that point. And a lot of people, I wear gloves, so like I gotta see what I'm doing. I can't feel what I'm doing. So you gotta line that up, make sure it's sitting in there just right. This is where it gets annoying. Line it up, and you gotta pull this cap down over it. And sometimes after you're done reloading your magazines, and you want to reload a grenade, and then the game's starting, and then you don't even have time to even finish loading this. That's how long it takes. So yeah, you gotta work it down, and then rotate it into place, and then it's ready to use. That takes an unbelievable long time, and again, most likely the first thing that's gonna break is this outer ring right here. That's gonna bust. Okay, I have had to glue numerous amounts of these back together. Those will break, then the inside ring will break, the top part will break. So on this, you want to be very careful taking this off and putting it on. You want to line it up just right, kind of wiggle it off, because if you just pull it off, you'll break this part. Then that'll snap. Okay. So practical. They're fun, they're good to use. It's kind of frustrating when you don't get a kill with it, or someone doesn't call their hit with using a grenade, because you just went through all that to get this thing ready for nothing. So that's the cyclone grenade. Then you've got the tornado grenade, which has, a very good reputation. I would be using this a lot more had the O-ring not busted in this, so I got to take this apart, pop a new O-ring in there, and it'll be ready to go. So the best thing about these is, take your speed loader and load that all the way down. It spirals all the way down. So you get like 100 on this side. You do the same thing with that side. So you get like 200 BBs. You just pop that like that, so that to relieve some of the pressure. Turn it upside down and unscrew the bottom. Then you take like a pin, and then you kind of just push this all the way down until this rises all the way to the top, and then pop your pin in so it's ready. I don't use a spoon with this, just pop that back down into place and gas it. And this takes like 3 times, it takes 1/4 of the time to load this than it does a cyclone grenade. And these actually will kill a lot easier, a lot better. They actually spin a lot more, and it releases every single BB in here. These, you'll have like half of this will still have BBs in it. I mean, you hear that, right? That's one throw. Okay, that's what came out of one throw. There's still a lot of BBs in this. Still a lot. So, I mean, I don't know if they designed it that way so you don't have to reload it every single time. You can get 2 or 3 throws out of it before you gotta put BBs in it. I don't really like this design. I like the grenade. It's cool, but, the reloading it and all that other stuff, it just takes forever. Tornado's the way to go. So yeah, there are two pins, as you can see there. The lower pin is a 3-second delay, and then the pin above it, or the hole above it, is a 1.5-second delay. I usually set it on 3 so that I've got like a good amount of time, to aim my throw. So I'll pull it, call my frag out, and then chuck it. And I don't think I've ever not gotten a kill with this grenade. When I actually throw it into a room with a person in it, because these things will fly real good. But other than that, there are a lot of other grenades out there, like the Thunder V, the predecessor of the Thunder B grenade. The Thunder B, with a Zimbal or a Bravo, had a metal spoon, and that metal spoon, they had to stop making them because they were hurting people. It is metal, and when they pop, they do fly. and too many people were getting hit by that. So they started making the Thunder V grenade, which is a plastic spoon and a little bit more of a different design. I've had problems with those because they don't always take a certain CO2 cartridge. I don't know why they're so off with their sizes, but some CO2s won't fit, some will. Depends on, I guess, the grenade you get. Usually anybody within like a 10-foot radius is dead, depending on the rules of the field. You'd have to ask your ref if those kill or not. They're good as a sound device. I've seen people put baby powder in them. I personally put like glitter in mine, and that was fun. Chucked it around a corner. I thought there was just one guy behind there, but there were three, and went off, and they all came out and they were glistening. They were just covered in glitter. They're like, ah, man! They were so angry. I was out of there, dude. I didn't want them to know. They walked off the field and they were angry. But anyway, yeah, you can fill them up. Some people put BBs in them, but they don't always hit you. But those are fun. They give you like a 5-second delay. Pull it, let go of the spoon, and chuck it. It's a very loud bang. Then there are some other BB grenades. There's a lot of prototypes out there. There's one that actually, you know, it's a little metal thing, and you actually load the BBs in around the sides. I can't remember what that one's called. I haven't really seen one of those work. And then you've got other little type, you know, M203, you know, that you would attach to your pistol, which I think is a pretty cool design. I want to try and get one of those. I think those have 10 tubes to put your BBs in also. You put it on like a sniper rifle, or put it on a pistol or something like that, just for like a close quarters type of thing. I can't remember what that one's called. There's a lot of different grenade rounds out there. There's one in particular that I've made. It runs off of 3 CO2 cartridges. I'll have to download that picture. That's pretty sweet. That took like a month to make and a month to get right. But that thing is dangerous, and that thing holds about a full M4 magazine's worth. So it's about, you know, about 250 rounds in it, and you know, it's got it's based off it's a yard sprinkler type of thing. You know how I'll get into that a little later. I'll actually try and find it and bring that out and explain how that one works, and that one's pretty sweet. But yeah, those are pretty much all the other grenade rounds and stuff. So this is Wits from Team Hedonist, saying bye guys. I'll see you next time.
Alright everybody, looking in the reflection of this car, I am at a undisclosed location right now, and to test these rounds, because I can't do it in my development. First we're going to test the salt round that I mentioned before. I'm about let's see, I'm about 10 feet away right now, and I'm gonna take aim, and I'm fire in 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness! Wow, that was a lot of thrust coming out of that. It even yeah, like you see all the salt right here. Like if that hit someone in the face, though, like it doesn't look like. It looks like it went through in some places. But holy crap! Yeah, I would have to say, dude, the recoil on that was crazy. Yeah, if you get hit in the face by that, you would definitely like be bleeding a lot, even from 10 feet. That's crazy. Wow. And there's definitely salt in my grenade now, but I'll clean that up later. Alright, next we're going to do the dart round. with those little darts and fire in 3, 2, 1. That was a little less effective than I thought it would be. I'll have to run that through slow motion, but they kind of just came out and just scattered. Didn't do really anything. So actually, I mean, unless you had like a better round, you know, I mean, look, yeah, that's exactly what happened. Like, it just frayed them. They all kind of just fell apart. So yeah, if you had a little bit of stronger dart, it would probably be a lot better. Hey guys, it's Wits again with a special round that I think is pretty cool. The light stick. It's just sitting in one of the ICS things, so it's got 10 glow sticks, and I'm going to shoot it across this basement here because it's darker than in outside right now. So this will be pretty cool. Just a quick look down the barrel. Yeah, let's see if this works, where it goes. All right, maybe it'll just explode everywhere. But ready? 3, 2, 1. Woo! That was kind of cool. That was cool. Didn't go very far. They kind of scattered everywhere, but that was pretty sweet. It's like glow stick confetti. Another special round.
Was it?
Alright guys, I'm probably not going to shoot this at anybody, but Griff, move out of the way. Whee! I'm going to shoot a different round today. This one's actually a glow stick round. Another one that I've devised. I should hold them all together and kind of just made a pressure tube here, so that it's got a little bit of compression, and they're being held together. Let's see how far this goes, huh? Fire in the hole. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Oh my god. That actually... Ow, the recoil on that sucked. Yowzer. Anyway. Okay. Let's go see. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44 paces. Wow, and it really come jacked it up. It's not straight anymore. All the bubbles are like in the center of it, and that actually, if I didn't let the recoil get the best of me right there, it probably would have gone even further. And it did hit this tree too, but it probably would have gone a little further than that. But that's pretty cool. That would look pretty neat at night. Popping smoke! Watch! Oh, dang it! Oh, I got it on GoPro though. I didn't know what was going on, so.
Back.
Look at trying to put my smoke out. Oh. Huh? Where'd that go? Is that it right there? Yep. So that literally landed right next to the chopper. Yeah, right here, right? Right next to the chopper. Ah! Motor out.
Go ahead, man.